Welcome back, or if you're new here, hello, my name is Katie, and today I'm going to be reacting to episode 3 of season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I have my little Yuta plush with me today. Since our boy is back and no longer being scary, I thought it would be appropriate to watch the episode with him. The first 2 episodes of this season were so incredible. Peak cinema. Oh my god, so much happened. The last episode ended with Yuji and the others getting an audience with Tengen. He seems to actively want to speak to them. He introduced himself, he said their names. The only one that he is rejecting is Yuki, which is very interesting because we don't really know very much about her. Why is he rejecting her? I guess we'll find out more. But basically, the reason that we are seeing Tengen is that he may be the only person that can answer the questions that they have. And the 2 main questions are how we get Gojo back and what Fake Gato's goal is with the Culling games, with everything that he's doing. What actually is his goal? Like, what does he want to achieve? Because right now, it just looks like he wants absolute chaos. And over the first 2 episodes, we saw Yuji really struggle, like grappling with this guilt, feeling like he's a murderer, which, you know, obviously is not true because Sukuna was controlling his body. But, you know, he has all of the memories of killing all of these people and devastating Shibuya. So it's really hard on him. And he knows that Sukuna has this plan with Megami. He doesn't know what it is. And he didn't want to go back with him because he didn't want to put him in danger. And like, that was really, really heartbreaking. But like, Megami's like, dude, I need you. Like, I really do need you. So that's why we're all together. That's why we're going to see Tengen. And hopefully in this episode, we might get some answers. We might find out more about the Culling game and what is actually gonna happen and what we need to do. So before we get into it, if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. You can also join my Patreon if you want to see fully uncut early access reactions to Jujutsu Kaisen and everything else I'm currently reacting to. It's $3 a month over there and I really appreciate the support. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into episode 3 of season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, completely ignored her. What is that about? Oh, she's met Tengen before? That's Fake Gato's actual name. Oh, Tengen has some humor. Also, someone pointed out, which is a really cool detail actually, that Tengen is voiced the same voice as the narrator, so we could assume that Tengen is actually voicing the narration of all of this, which is a really cool detail. Whoa. Is that getting further away? It's like disappearing. What? Why? Oh, here we go. Force the evolution. Could it be that this culling game with this many Jujutsu sorcerers like killing each other and shit, could that generate enough cursed energy to somehow achieve what he wants? Assimilate mankind with Tengen? What does that even mean? What the fuck? What? Interesting, because he's vulnerable?
賢弱は少なとも関わりがあるようだった。
Mm-hmm.
少なくとも1000年術師をやっている。
Yeah, he old as fuck.
今なんだ。私、聖書体、そして陸。
All exist at the same time?
これらはすべて因果でつながっている。賢弱は過去に2度陸眼の術師に敗れている。その後、賢弱は陸眼を抹殺ではなく封印へと方針を変え、
Oh. So he's tried it before, but it didn't work.
だが12年前予期せぬことが起こった。全員当時の介入だ。
It just hasn't worked out for him.
呪縛の力で因果の外に出た人間が私たちの運命を破壊している。
Oh my god.
でそこには呪霊操術を持つ少年。意図せず獄門鏡以外のピースがすべて揃ったんだ。
Fuck, it just aligned.
この賢弱の手に渡った。
Holy shit.
死滅回遊は何のために行われるんですか？
10日前の奈良市だよ。
A warm-up.
死滅回遊はプレイヤーの知力
It does use all that curse energy.
教会を使ってこの国の人間を彼岸へ渡す儀式だ。
I just need to point out the way that this is animated is so cool and so like immersive. It makes it a lot easier to understand in this cool animation. Oh, he's not the game master. Who is then? Is that gonna be a secret?
プレイヤーが全員死ぬか、プレイヤーが全員参加を拒否して死ぬか、それまで死滅回遊は終わらない。
僕らも死滅回遊に参加して、積木さんやゲームに消極的な人が回遊を抜けるルールを追加するしかない。
Create a rule to escape. Yeah, because one of the rules that they're not allowed to add is one that would hinder the continuation of the game, but it doesn't say anything about creating an escape. Is that like a loophole?
この前に誰が残るか決めてくれ。私が残る。
賢弱がここに天元を狙ってくるならなおさらだ。奴の命を絶つことが弟たちの救済だ。
Aww, Chozo.
天元と話し足りなくてね。いいかな、おっこつくん。
はい。僕はもうみんなと離れたくないので。
Aww, he wants to be with his friends.
これが五条悟の解放
The back?
に必要な獄門鏡裏だ。
What does that even mean?
これを開ければ。
いや、あくまで開門の権限は表の所有者賢弱のものだ。あらゆる術式を強制解除する
Inverted spear of heaven?
あらゆる術式効果を乱し相殺する国上、このどちらかが必要だ。だが、天の逆鉾は12年前、五条悟が海外に封印したか。
What Toji used?
国上も去年五条悟が全て消してしまった。
何してんだあの人。国上の残りは僕がアフリカでミゲルさんと探してた。
Oh, interesting. That's why he was there and probably training too.
もう泣いて。
天使を名乗る1000年前の術師がいる。
Interesting. God, this looks so stunning.
彼女の術式はあらゆる術式を消滅させる。
Whoa. So we need to get her on side.
天使の術式なら獄門鏡裏を開けることができる。
Oh, shit.
儀式が終わるまでどのくらいかかりますか？
回遊次第だが、2月もあれば済むだろう。
2 months?
積み木が回遊に参加するまでの猶予はざっと10日と15時間。
Yeah, and if they don't participate, they die.
術式の剥奪か。
Wow.
術師にも適用されるルールだろ。
Shoko.
だとしたら剥奪は無意転変で行われるわけじゃない。使用禁止ではなく、剥奪だから縛りでもない。
It means
脳に無理やり何かしら作用する。
it means they die, right?
今剥奪されると死ぬと思うよ。じゃなきゃみんな参加拒否するだろう。
Yeah.
逆に私みたいなのとか術式持ってない術師はノーリスクだよ。つうかパンダはどうなんだ？あいつ脳
No.
とかあんのか？
Does he even have a brain?
ゲームマスターは死滅回遊のプログラムそのものと思った方がいい。
なるほど。
Whoa. This is so intricate.
また人を殺さなきゃいけないの。
Oh, Yuji.
いくつか考えがある。
Oh,
とりあえず情報は整理できたな。
this is crazy. That was so crazily done too. Whoa.
私はまず全員家に戻ってジュグの回収。だが、
Hmm.
めぐみが全員家の当主になった。
後で説明する。
He is.
それで全員家の機構は漁り放題。
Oh god, that's not gonna be easy at all.
僕は早速コロニーに入って海遊に参加するよ。万が一身内で潰し合うことがないように。それから積木さんに何かあった時のために。
He's gonna go far away.
が
Oh.
立たれるかもしれないからしばらく連絡取れないかも。あ、
Yuji's gonna have to go with him.
その時は俺が死んだ後しっかり殺してもらえ。いや、そうならないためにさ。
お前らは予定通り金次のとこ行け。
定学中の3年生だよ。
今は
Ooh.
とにかく人手が足んねえ。何が何でも借り出せ。
村っ気があるけど乗ってる時は僕より強いよ。
He's stronger than Yuta? Is Yuta just being modest? Or...
調査ありがとう。助かった。
No.
死ぬなよ。
No. No. I love them. Oh, he's crying. Oh, Joseph. Oh my god, he's the most precious ever. Like, what the hell?
あざした。お前いくつやったっけ？35っす。ほなもうやめてま
What is this guy? Is this gonna be a guy that got awakened?
え。お前にできる向いてることをせ。
Damn. Poor guy. Was he trying to be a comedian or something?
ずっと売り続けるやつには2種類おんねん。ずっとおもろいやつと、ずっと自分のことおもろいと勘違いできるやつや。
Time to delude.
ごぶだと言うけれど、本当は七三くらい
Oh
が。
my god, he is a Culling game player. What the hell? What an interesting episode. Information overload, flow charts, and everything, explaining the rules. A very helpful episode to like set us up for the Culling games and like what the plans are and what's gonna happen. I'm really curious to know, if you're a manga reader, how that was like portrayed in the manga and like how you feel this was portrayed in this episode, because it was very like, it was, I don't know what the word, but like immersive, like easier to understand because of the way it was animated. Like all of that was so cool. And while there's parts that I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm like fully grasping, the whole idea is that we're going to do these Culling games. Basically, Kenjaku wants mankind to assimilate with Tengen. For like what reason? Like what he actually wants to achieve with this is still quite unclear unless I missed something. Like, I feel like he wants to see what would happen if that happened. And my understanding of Tengen at the moment is that he keeps everything in check, but because he is now susceptible to cursed manipulation, he needs people to protect him, which is why Choso and Yuki are there. And then there's all these other moving parts to this where it's like we need to try and get Gojo out of the prison realm, and there has been ways, cursed tools that could have done that. However, those basically don't exist anymore. So this mysterious character Angel, we gotta see if they can help us. Now, are they gonna be someone that is aligned with what we need to do? Are they gonna be willing to help? Are they gonna wanna take part in the Culling games? Will they know everything? Like, will they be told everything about Gojo being sealed? Would they want to free him? Would they not? Like, we don't know anything about this person. So this could be a big gamble, getting them to help. But that seems to be the only option that we know of for getting Gojo out, which is insane. And then, it's good that they went over those rules, because I seen that so many people didn't pause to read the rules. I paused and I did make edits in my reaction, but I paused and read those rules like I was studying for a quiz. But it's good that they went through pretty much everything in this episode so that we could get like a real breakdown of this, because I didn't realize that it makes sense that their approach is going to be not obviously, like, it makes so much sense that Megumi doesn't want his sister participating in this at all. So they need to think of a way to incorporate a rule that makes it okay to escape, because the only rule, as far as I'm aware, that is not allowed is one that hinders the actual continuation of the games as a whole. And yeah, we have the clarification that being stripped of your technique means death, because then everybody would refuse to take part unless you're an absolute psycho and you'd love to take part, you know, the majority of people, and then it just wouldn't work. Like, what would be the point? So there's a lot of moving parts to this. We have like basically our different teams going off to do their different things. And, you know, we're going to have some obstacles along the way, you know, like the stuff that we've mentioned, but also Maki having to get the cursed tools from the Zenin clan. If she's going to go back and do that, like, what kind of reception is she going to get? Like, is she even, like her and Megumi going to do this is like what first of all, Naya is after Megumi and he wants to kill him. I don't think that Naya would be able to kill Megumi anyway. Man is all speed and he wasn't able to do anything against Choso, but now that he's been up against Choso, I don't know, like, what else is he gonna do? But I don't know, like, I just don't think he's gonna be able to, I don't think he's gonna be able to accomplish much there. But still, like, if, you know, if any of the clan are aware of what is gonna happen, like these things being taken away by Maki, especially, like, by a woman, Maki, like, it's not gonna go down well, and I feel like they're gonna have problems there. Yuta being willing to go off on his own, and from my understanding at the end there, like, Yuji's gonna go with him because, like, Yuji needs to be with Yuta because in case anything happens. But Yuta being willing to go off on his own after saying that he didn't want to be separated from anyone anymore was like, he is just so, like, I love him so much. He really is just so he's so precious to me. But yeah, an interesting episode, honestly, like, kind of information overload, and like there was so much to that. I do feel like I need to like rewatch it. But I think I got the basis of most things. I just loved how that episode was presented. It made it like a lot easier to digest and easier to understand. And yeah, anyone who's read the manga, what do you think of how the information was presented in that episode? Because yeah, as an anime only, I find it very interesting, very like immersive, very easy to digest. But yeah, I'd love to know like what expectations you had of that being presented in the anime. And yeah, the animation in that episode was beautiful, like the way all of that was presented, but also the way that they looked in that like dimension with like the pinky reddy like hue outline to their character, it just looked so cool. It was just so cool. And again, that detail of Tengen having the same voice as the narrator, and we can assume that Tengen is the narrator of the whole thing, is just like so cool. I love that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. You can also join at my Patreon if you want to. But yeah, in the meantime, take care of yourselves and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. A huge, huge thank you to all of my Patreon members whose support really, really helps my channel, and especially my highest tier members who are all on screen right now. I appreciate your support so much, and it really helps me continue doing what I love, which is sharing my reactions with you. So thank you so much.